Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in our Ultimate Base 2.0. In today's episode, I think it's time for Marie to come back home, and at the same time I want to start a new rocket program. Now for the rocket program, I thought it's time to go with a different type of rocket. So let me set up a platform here, see what options we have. I think something we'll have to consider with an upgrade is that we need Oxilite. So there is the Oxilite refinery producing around 600 grams of Oxilite per second. However, it is slowly gonna use up our gold. Gold is definitely something we don't want to refine anymore. We will have enough from Growista anyways. We can also produce around 5 kilograms of petroleum per second. Where the heck do I want to set this up? Oh, before I forgot to mention, I actually pumped out this entire room, filled it up with chlorine, and then I made myself an entrance into this room, which at least got rid of one problem. I also redid the setup for the glass forge. It just did not work dropping it into the water, it would just get deleted. So what I did instead is set up a mechanized airlock right here that is opening up every 300 seconds for 5 seconds. So essentially the glass is just dropping on the metal door and it usually solidifies right away. However, just in case it doesn't solidify, I have a hydro sensor set up right here. And if we have a look at the automation, this is a memory toggle gate. That means if I send a signal to this toggle, it's gonna save that signal. And as soon as I send another signal to this guy, it's gonna send a green signal to the door. However, I think the automation right here is quite pointless, so I didn't really want to show that on camera. However, we can craft more glass and that is the most important thing. I think what we could do is take advantage of the cooling loop we have set up right here, make the Oxilite factory somewhere close. One good option would probably be here. Let me actually count this out. Igneous rock. So we would want to set up another floor layer here and therefore take apart the ladders, set up 5 Oxilite refineries, leave enough space for transit tube access point, and then we will have a block here. I'm only gonna require about 15 blocks to make this work. So the 16 block right here would be another block. Gonna need a temporary bottle emptier here for the cooling solution. There's gonna be my transit tube access point. Wonderful. I need power. Oh no. I thought I already got this covered, but I guess not. There's also a cable that I don't really want. We can have a joint plate here, continue with heavy watt conductive wire. And actually thinking about it, it is now also time to slowly start replacing all of the wires with the good stuff, since we have unlimited resources basically. I mean, better start working on that slowly but surely, right? For the time being, I'm mostly gonna use lead, but yeah, eventually I'm probably gonna switch to gold as well. The thing that is gonna suck the most is actually picking up all the materials this is gonna leave behind. Oh no, Gene, what did you do? Can't you look after yourself? In the meantime, on Growista, I think we are almost done. Yeah, we're shipping over more and more materials. The list is getting slightly shorter, but definitely still gonna take a while. As a matter of fact, I decided to build another pipe that goes all the way up to my water storage, and I'm gonna fill up a bunch of liquid reservoirs. Save! Save! Thank you. Right there, liquid reservoirs. I also made my way back into the contraption and I actually rearranged a couple of things. First and foremost, I lowered the block that I had right there by 1. I believe this actually fixed my problem for the most part. I still have to observe it, but thus far it behaved much better with the step coming a little bit earlier. I'm also building a transit tube down and we are gonna pump this up and actually get everything wrapped up. Yeah, honestly, Marie is still gonna spend a couple of cycles here. I want to do this properly and she's gonna replace Ren, who is going to the next planetoid. The rocket platform here is already in place. Let's maybe name this as Platform 1. We are going to build a new rocket with the small petroleum engine. Is there also a medium one? Actually, that is something I was concerned about. These bastards of these... I knew it. These freaking bastards took away research that I've completed already. I'm so mad at this. So we don't have access to the diamond press or the drill cone. Ah, man, do I really have to redo my setup now? There's the petroleum engine, the big one. So eventually we want to go for that. sugar engine, small oxidizer tank. Oh no. Well, at least that is something we could still acquire easily. I mean, the other two researches are the ones that are the problem. We also have the botanical analyzer that identifies new seed subspecies. So yeah, I guess we'll have to redo the research again. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let's go for advanced combustion. All we need for that is the first two science stations, which are easy. I already set up the first one here. Second one goes right there. And then I guess we can just connect this. And then, yeah, there we go. We're gonna choose the advanced combustion. So at least we can finish the rocket that we started. I mean, we're gonna need the oxidizer, right? But yeah, what we can do is build a petroleum engine out of copper. And there we go. Gene is already added. Easy as that. Yeah, okay, material science. Maybe it's easier than I think. Material science we have right here. All we need is some rat bolts. I guess they can shoot from the top down. That means we don't necessarily have to do it with the orbital microlab. Oh no, wait, we still have to do both. Let's just go ahead and do it. I mean, we're gonna need it anyways, right? So what I'm gonna do is actually deconstruct one rocket here. And for the other rocket, we deconstruct the nose cone, so we can set up our interstellar research design again. I'm sending lots of sandstone to Smell because, of course, I didn't have enough materials to actually do the drywalls and everything. But yeah, I'm not trying to get this done as well. I think as a liquid right here, we're just gonna go with good old water, fill this up. Then what we have to do is grab our cooling loop. At the moment, this is coming out of here. Could we get by with just half the load? Not necessarily. I think what I'm gonna do is move up here instead of directly into the liquid reservoir. I might be tempted to redesign this eventually, but for now, we're gonna get up here. Let's do it right there. Then we have a whole bunch of aluminium radiant pipes, and we continue again with the igneous rock pipes all the way down into the liquid reservoir. Research completed. Wonderful. That is good news, good news. Let me see. This is still not built here. Anybody? Ah, wonderful. That's what I'm... Look at that. Can be much bigger already. Now let's add another module, and the module we want to add is the oxidizer. You know, I'm guessing small is gonna do, since we're also using a small engine. Let's build this out of copper as well. Honestly, it does look rather small, and we still have lots of space. I'm gonna try a large tank right there. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Is there nothing in between? Okay, forget about this. We're gonna go with the small one. I'm gonna need at least one rover's module. Then after that, I'm actually really interested in the cartographic module, which is gonna analyze adjacent space. There's also an artifact module. This is really... Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. Let's forget about that. I wonder if I can still fit a battery module on here. Wrap it up with the nose cone. Looks like that isn't possible, but maybe if we just get rid of that. And I guess, yeah, for this rocket, I still have to go with the small nose cone, unfortunately. However, the fuel is hopefully gonna bring us much further. I would like to visit one of these question marks. This one here is probably the closest, and I suspect this is going to be another planetoid. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Let's get back to our setup here. I would like to have my Oxilite refineries now. Must be built in... Oh no, there are 4 high. Ah, jeez. This is the worst. Now I have to bring everything 1 block down. Really devastating stuff, I have to say. Alright, nice. The project is actually coming along because I have to build it 5 tiles. I cannot actually reach everything, so I'm seriously thinking about removing some of these refineries. But yeah, essentially we're almost ready to get this going. All I have to do is tap into this oxygen line. We also already hooked it up to the power. All that is necessary is the cooling loop. So as of this point, you are gonna go upstairs and then run into here. Actually, looking at this, the better route would be this. Yeah. Jin is also doing her research. I decided to do all the basic research and after that take the next step. Looks like we're almost done here. Let's have a look into the interior. What did we need for the research? Not much. We needed power. Let's maybe first get the micro lab in the joint. We also needed plastic. So that's gonna go right here. We also needed a power outlet. I'm gonna place here and then a little bit of cabling. actually, we could do this a little bit better. Let's bring this over here instead. And yeah, I think that's all we really need. We're only gonna do research for a day and then send Jean back, so she's always gonna sleep at home, and therefore that's not gonna be much of an issue. As for the bigger rocket right here, we're gonna install a similar setup to what we had before. That means we're gonna need a place to poop at least. So an outhouse right there. We also needed oxygen production. Gonna do that with another diffuser. And then we had a storage for the algae, I believe. We also needed a ration box and let's see, a power outlet as well. Gonna put that right there. Some power cabling like so, and that actually reminds me, maybe we wanna add a solar panel to the mix. Oh no, we don't actually have the space for it. That makes me wonder, is it better to have a solar panel rather than a battery module? Could I literally swap this for a solar panel? Yes. I want to try this out. I'm gonna build another rat bolt generator here. That's first gonna fill up the interplanetary launcher, and once that is full, the rat bolt is gonna continue endangering my duplicants, but it is gonna go into the material study. Of course, to do the entire research over once again. Whoops, I almost missed it. We are actually done here. Let's take apart the ladders, replace the refineries. So that means oxygen is already coming in. Oh my gosh, this is actually using up a lot. It uses 600 grams per second. Holy cow. So I would need one pipe per 2 refineries. If I'm not mistaken, we have at least one more pipe that we could utilize. Let me actually think about this. It would be nice to bring this down somewhere. Yeah, let's build another pipe over here. We then want to hop over, bring this all the way down, and then feed another 2 refineries. Well, that still means I'm gonna come down here, go straight into the first 2 refineries, and then we're gonna use another pipe and maybe feed one more refinery. And then I think I'm just gonna forget about the rest and maybe make another setup there. I mean, one setup we still haven't moved is the kiln. Yeah, I think that might just be what we want. Another thing we shouldn't forget about is the petroleum. To fuel up the rocket is more important to me than to actually get the plastic. So I think what I'm gonna do is set up a bridge here. So the liquid goes up first to the rockets. And yeah, right now I don't think there's a convenient way for me to do this. So I'm gonna do it here at the bottom instead. This bridge can go, and then we want to move all the way over. And I think we're just gonna go along the transit tube system. Yeah, that's gonna be the easiest. All the way down here. Just a couple of bridges here and there. Then we move all the way over and finally get up into the rocket. Let's do it like so. Look at this poor slickster. Oh man, they are so pissed. Yeah. Okay then, let's see this happen. Kiln made out of copper. You can go... let's put you all the way here. We're then gonna have 2 storages right next to it. And finally, we're gonna have an auto sweeper. Let's put that right here. And since we're already cooling everything, we shouldn't run into problems. Except that obviously we don't have the right gases, really. Yeah, carbon dioxide is not really good. Is there an easy way for me to get hydrogen in the joint? We could maybe go with natural gas. Let me check that out. Yeah, it has a nice specific heat capacity. Really bad conductivity though. But you know, technically it should be good enough. Let me just get a pump or 2 in here. And then right here in this storage bin, I wanted to store the gold that we actually require for the Oxilite. Ooh, we could supply this automatically. So if we had the space for another auto sweeper. I could technically skip the refinery in the center and then just supply it with our 3rd line. So all of this can go again, actually. Oh, no, I need to place another ladder for this. Okay. But yeah, that means now we will be tapping into our new oxygen line that we haven't used yet. And we're gonna supply 2 refineries with that. In the center, we have the space for a storage bin with gold. And then on the top, we're gonna have our auto sweeper. I think that might just be the solution. I'm also preparing the piping that I'm gonna need to get some natural gas back in there for the cooling. with the kiln in place, I think we're just gonna copy the settings here. Actually, I didn't do anything with that, but the storages would be useful. Copy settings right there. Copy settings right here. And that is another system that was very useful, but we can get rid of. That also means we finally don't need this anymore. This transformer was an ISO for a while. And of course the kiln and the storages themselves. This is still my seed storage. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. And then right here, this was my oxygen pump, which at the moment there is none. Yeah, look at that. All the oxygen is gone. It's all carbon dioxide now. That's actually kind of impressive. Okay, what's going on the other planetoids? What are you doing? You are crafting petroleum. That is a fine goal. We can do some more drywalls, that's for sure, but not a lot. Holy cow, this uses up so much material. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to send over even more sandstone. Unbelievable. Come on guys, build! I wanna see this finished. Wonderful. We started pumping out the room. The pipe is already in place. This is gonna be easy. We just need another vent to actually get the natural gas in there. Okay, we're also done here. Let me actually rearrange a couple of things. I would like this to go like so, and then have another bridge. So we basically just swapped the pipes. Oh, I forgot. Somebody has to build this bridge really quickly. Turner, where are you going? Hello, guys? Priority 9? Does that mean nothing to you? Thank you. Okay, now this can actually move forward as well. There it is, finally, how wonderful. We're crafting Oxilite. Now Oxilite is just gonna land here on the floor, it's gonna accumulate and it's not gonna have the possibility to emit any gases because it is submerged. So we just have to wait for this room to be pumped out. In the meantime, we have built the material study, that is good. Oh, this is shooting into the wrong direction, my bad. We are almost done with the rocket. Petroleum line is still being built. I wonder if I should ship over the materials. No, there's actually no input, is there? No. Duplicants will actually have to manually fill up the small solid oxidizer tank. Wait. Unreachable storage. Filters not... Ooh. We could go with fertilizer. How much fertilizer do I have? 28 tons. This is great news. Okay, so maybe to begin with, until we have our Oxilite production in the balance, we can use up the fertilizer that we don't use for anything else. So I'm gonna set this to priority 7. We're gonna completely fill up the oxidizer tank, and that means we're only really waiting for the petroleum, at least to get this rocket going, which still means building a huge pipe. But at least all of this is working out. This is phenomenal. We could even think about setting up a conveyor loader. I mean, at this stage, it wouldn't even be too difficult, and there might even be a way... Oh no, look at that. They can just not reach each other. So I think what I need to do is deconstruct this and put this one more block over. We could potentially do the same thing here. And no, wait, that's not possible because the refinery is too high. Does it need to be symmetrical? I guess I don't care. Let's just go ahead, put the auto sweeper one block down, and we're gonna set up 2 separate conveyor loaders for beauty's sake. This is the line we use for our plastic going into our storage, so that is kind of perfect. We can just move this upstairs, and then we will be doing the same thing here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not gonna be perfectly symmetrical. What you gonna do? I think the other conveyor loader I'm gonna set up here. Alright, there we go. It took me a couple of cycles to actually pump out this room because I first had to shut off the refineries. They were producing more oxygen. But now we have 2 kilograms of natural gas per tile in this room, and therefore the Oxilite cannot off-gas. Now I had to come up with a strategy in order to actually bring it out of here, because the pressure is high enough. The Oxilite actually doesn't off-gas, but afterwards I had to ship it through the wall. So this way it is also not off-gassing, at least I believe so. And then wherever we had a tile, such as this for instance, I had to go ahead and bridge over. So we are bridging over here, therefore also not losing any oxygen, also bridging over here, and then I built another wall that goes all the way down to the storage. Now at this point we have to bring it to a chute, so essentially this is the only tile where Oxilite can lose some of the oxygen, and it actually does. If we check this out, there is 30 grams of oxygen now from this load. Now, if we check them out here, it's about 10 kilograms per load. and usually I lose between 20 to 30 grams. It's not that bad. What bothers me a little bit more is that we get some oxygen all over the place, so I might actually address this someday. The main thing is now we are getting Oxilite. We already have almost 4 tons, which is beautiful because per flight we only seem to be needing around 450 kilograms, and also the petroleum line is done, therefore petroleum filled up. That means technically we could get started with a flight. Oh no! Okay, that is a little bit of a bummer. I'm gonna check if that has something to do with my mods. I guess the good thing about this, we get to see the rat ball generator actually shoot something here. It should be at almost 50. Come on, come on, come on, you can do it. There we go. There it is. I think, oh my gosh, it is actually losing rats extremely quickly. So it started at 50 rats and here it is already down to 23. Here we are at 8 and oh my gosh, this is incredible. So we get 6 rats from this shot here. This is absolutely incredible. So in this case, I'm gonna set up another one that is actually nearby. Anyways, we need to check if the game still breaks if we do this. Nope. Okay, good stuff. Wow, so many things to explore. Incredible. Maybe this is not gonna be a planetoid. Yeah, actually, we need to travel to this tile first. So does that mean we cannot really explore space unless we get a cartographic module in the joint? Cartographic module. No, we do not have the space for it. Okay, there we go. So this way, at least we will be able to do some research. Let's select which one we can do. This one here, we can even finish. Yeah, it just requires 20. The bigger petroleum engine might actually be an option in order to explore space. I think we might have to focus on that. Just for exploration, I'm not yet gonna need the drill cone, and the diamond press I'm also not gonna need for space exploration at least. Okay, so our research path is clear. I'm gonna do the botanical analyzer first, and then we're gonna go for the petroleum engine, so we can actually do something here. So I think what I'm gonna do is still have a rover's module here, and we're actually gonna build another platform yet, where we're gonna build a bigger missile to do the space exploration. I mean, we have plenty of fertilizer and Oxilite right now. And there we go. Gene is actually doing some research here. This machine definitely changed in looks. I don't remember it this way. Actually, while we're waiting for the rat bolts to accumulate, we could do 1 day of orbital research. We should be able to work on the petroleum engine. I'm gonna send Gene over and we're gonna change the destination to space. Crew is gonna be Gene. Let's just have a close look at the interior. All we need is plastic and the machine as well as power. We got all of that. Let's do it. There she goes. Gene, thank you very much. And now that she is in space, I'm actually gonna disable the rocket control station. And now I just have to bring her back before the evening. Yep, there we go. I almost missed it. It's Gene's downtime soon. Let's send the rocket back. And I also want to make sure we enabled the building again. And Gene is back. Let's swap this to all again. Wonderful. And now we just have to do this a couple of times. She's still in there. Maybe I'm gonna make her actually exit the capsule. No. Yeah, there we go. Gene, idle. Why? Wait. How did she get in the rocket? Oh no! Did I remove? Oh my gosh. Okay, now we have to do this quite quickly here. Emergency, emergency. We need 2 ladders now. So somebody needs to build that quickly before Gene cannot eat anymore. There we go. She was able to get away. Now what's wrong here? Overloading. Wait, are you serious? Ah, okay, so we're slowly approaching the 20k mark. That is intriguing. Actually, really cool, I have to say. So just in the nick of time, we are actually swapping everything to the advanced cables. So I'm definitely gonna keep working on that. It is a fresh new day. We have some more time for research. I'm gonna assign Gene again to fly into space and keep on researching. Great, so I would suggest we're gonna continue with that so we can start building a big engine, which is gonna allow us to have that research module, and then it's time to explore space. Let's check back on Growista quickly. Yeah, still some stuff to do. And, I like the situation here. It is developing differently. I cannot tell yet if it's working, but we're making extremely good progress. We already have enough Oxilite for 10 rocket launches, theoretically. Maybe, yeah, actually I did install a switch here, so I can just turn off the refineries if I think I have enough. I mean, we don't want to waste all the oxygen this quickly. Yeah, look at that. This actually drained my water resources. This is going to be active for another 32 cycles, but we need to tap into this one. So that is also something I need to put on my to-do list. You can do it. Go, go. Actually, how far are we? 50 of 250. Okay. Let me actually just finish that. I want to have access to the petroleum engine more than anything else. I occasionally find myself contemplating just how long eternity really is. Oh dear. Cycle 2000. Needless to say, I kept on playing a little bit. You might notice that I dug up the rest of the terrain, took everything apart. Now I'm collecting the materials, and I also went a little bit overboard with the rat ball generators for my materials study, because that's the only research I still require. And we are approximately halfway through to the petroleum engine. Maybe one thing we can already set up is a continuation of this. I'm assuming the port is going to be at a similar spot. And then we are also almost done on Growista. Now, because I'm lacking the water at the moment on the main planetoid and we still have plenty left here, I figured we should tap into it. I'm actually almost done filling up all of the reservoirs. We're definitely going to have enough water here, but I thought we could also tap into the saltwater geyser. The water here only comes out at 95 degrees. That isn't even that much of a problem, in my opinion. So what we're gonna do is tap into here. Now, what is overheated? Oh, the material study. That is not good. Of course, I totally forgot about that. This actually needs to be cooled down. So I guess let's go ahead, deconstruct this and redo it. We will only really have to do this once or twice more. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna build it out of steel. Now, something really curious I noticed, even though I have this at priority 1, Marie is always going for that. There are things that are at a much higher priority. Maybe let's cancel this. From the looks of it, it is just a whole bunch of igneous rock. I mean, we have like 700 tons here. This isn't the most pressing issue. I would like to do the saltwater guys here now. We're actually gonna do this with normal piping in the hopes that we can already cool things down. Actually, I shouldn't do that. Or should I? How much is the overheat temperature of these? Yeah, solar panels are 75 degrees. In this case, we actually do want to go with insulated piping. Now, this is a little bit too early here. I think I probably want to reroute everything a little bit. So we are going to come down from here, go through there. So this is going to be my new layer. So I think actually all of this can go. And then we are going to ladder over. Let's say there's a sensor, a pump, and then the wall. So right here, I want to go up. Let's maybe reflect that with the piping as well. We are at 200 research points. So I think what I'm going to do is actually push this off to the next episode. Next episode, we're going to explore some more space. And today, we are at least going to finish the project here for the saltwater. Oh no, I made a huge mistake. Oh no. Yeah, this was a huge don't tell me. Oh no. The materials landed like in the worst spot. Well, actually maybe not, because this is gonna allow me to place an auto sweeper without overheating, right? Yeah, we're just gonna need a little bit of power, but I think overall that was actually a good thing for us to happen here. Now all I have to do is build a conveyor rail that hooks up with this guy here. Let's use a bridge. This way nothing gets confused. And I'm gonna hurry up the conveyor loader a little bit so I can set this to just pick up everything. And this way, well, I guess we will have saved a little bit of time, because picking up 700 tons of materials is no fun for Marie. So let's do all, but I guess that also means she is gonna spend some more time here, unfortunately. I'm going to build the pump out of gold, gives us plus 50 overheat temperature, which is 125, so more than 95. This can go in here, and then we also have to think about a power. I guess it would be convenient to just use the power we get from the solar panel. Yeah, sure, let's do that. We're gonna hook this up like so. And we actually also have to remove the solar panels, otherwise we cannot connect the cabling. Slight annoyance, and I'm not sure why the developers actually decided to do that. By the way, I almost forgot to mention the sulfur geyser now also works. It is not particularly fast, but yeah, actually we are approaching the 100 degrees mark. Let me see, thermosensor, if above 100 degrees. Yeah, we just approached the 100 degrees mark. So we are now exchanging the oil. That means eventually we should get new oil. And there we go. New oil is incoming at 87 degrees. We'll have to observe this. I mean, eventually it could be that all of this oil is heating up. I doubt it, or at least it's gonna take hundreds of cycles. But yeah, there we go. We're definitely getting the sulfur now. A lot of it. And it's being shipped directly to the home base. There we go. Marie just opened up the geyser. Now, do we want to analyze this? I guess we can take ourselves the time to analyze this. Probably once the geyser is dormant, I'm gonna send over Gene to do so. Ah, this actually looks amazing on the temperature map. Very nice, I have to say. Okay, let's also get a hydro sensor in the joint here, some wiring, and that should be everything. To get it actually into the launcher, I believe what I want to do is use a bridge, so it doesn't have the priority. I want the bathroom loop to have priority, so the water isn't accumulating there. And of course it has to emit. It doesn't emit much, just 8.6 kilograms. However, its eruption period is 450 seconds. That is a long time. Hydro sensor is in place, just some wiring to go. Let's do 200 kilograms. If that is the case, we want to go ahead and pump things out. Okay, now I think we can wrap this up by closing it off. And there we go. Contraption is secured, no power. Oh, okay, I have to make my way up there. There it is, all done. We're getting the saltwater. It's going directly into the interplanetary launcher. Therefore, it's being launched back over to Growista, where it then will be picked up by this, and it's going down into our system all the way over here. First, it's going to be desalinated, and after that, it's going to be cleaned. Once it is clean, it is going into our fresh water tank, which once again is getting dangerously low. So it's maybe a good thing we started doing that. Heck yeah, with that out of the way, I would say I'm gonna wrap up the research off camera, and then the next time we can dive into some more space exploration. I'm actually looking forward to that. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.